Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, we'll see Anaheim as they go up against the 76ers. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Here we go.
And so here we go, the 76ers to start it. Here's Wembanyama. And such a nice move to make the basket work. Wembanyama's got the first points up on the board here for Philadelphia. Wall attacking. And the slam dunk by Wall.
Tell you one thing, it's a bonus to have a guard who can flush it like that. I mean, Wall gets up high on these jams.
And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Down low, here's Wembanyama. Duncan with some nice deep.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Pass to Hill. Back to Roy. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Brandon Roy goes up, fights through the contact, and finishes with some real force and tenacity.
Now Howard. To the left wing. From deep. Anaheim grabs the miss. Outside Roy. Outside Curry. Back to Roy. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Roy's got 5 points so far.
Good to see Roy knocking it down from long range, wanting to be a bigger threat than that.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
No one near Wall as he lets it go. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the three in transition.
Wall with a block.
An explosive athlete with length. Wall is a threat when he contests shots.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And it's Anaheim with the ball. 76ers getting the bucket. The shot's good from Roy.
Nice job executing inside. When you give Roy these kinds of looks, he's going to cash those in.
Yeah, and in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
For 3, Roy. Rebound by the 76ers. Pass to Wall. Screen by Howard. Over Rodman. Outside Porter. Lock at 6. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The 76ers shooting their first free throw of the game here. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Well, Michael Porter Jr. is one of the premier shooters in the NBA.
And that size that he brings to that sweet stroke makes it hard to get to a shot. 6'10", shoots it with confidence, shoots it with great fluidity. And, man, is he special. And he's worked through some injury trouble early in his career. And now he's one of the more lethal front court players in the league on the perimeter.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the 76ers. It's stolen by Hill. The finish. Finished off the break. 9 points for Brandon Roy.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
The shot by Wade, wide open. Connects from three-point range.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Anaheim leads. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Anaheim?
They've really been pushing that thing in the open floor, and so far the opposition's not been able to slow them down at all.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
E with the steal. And now the 76ers on the break. It's blocked. Reeves outside. Back to Rodman. E with the steal. 3-on-3. No one near Reeves as he lets it go. And it's off from three-point range. Pass to Holmgren. Reeves outside. And the layup's good off the glass. Reeves has got the opening basket here in the second quarter for Anaheim.
And whether it's for himself or others, D-Wade is constantly making things happen.
Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. The 76ers shooting just their second attempt at the line tonight.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Curry looking around. Over Wade. Holmgren with the steal. Pass to Wade. Some nice ball movement by Anaheim. Hill. Pick up by Hill. And Anthony sends it back.
He works so hard on the defensive end. Anthony proving to be a difference maker.
Up top, Reeves. Anthony in the corner. Here's Reeves. Just 3 to shoot. Fires from deep. Carmelo Anthony, and that's good. And that'll tie this game up.
Good to see Anthony knocking down that three. When he does this, the offense becomes even more potent.
Yep, that one goes in there. Wade's got 7 points.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Reeves drives in.
Oh, nice speed. You can see how Curry makes their offense flow, even when he's not scoring.
Timeout called, Anaheim. .156 left now here in the second. Wade outside. Screen by Duncan. And then Wade slams it in.
Uh-oh, great IQ from the young Wade. Decided to keep it, and it paid off.
There's 1:38 left here in the second. Curry to the rim. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Dennis Rodman. That's foul number 2 for him. Outside Anthony. Here's Curry with the 3. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
Off a pass, Steph Curry, that one is always going in, or almost always going in.
Pass to Duncan. Stolen by Robinson. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
They've not been passive at all on defense early on. Challenging shots, and it's resulted in a number of blocks.
And they're also doing everything they can to make things difficult for the opposition. Coming away with steals and playing some really strong defense.
Timeout called, Anaheim. .107 left to play here in the second quarter. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The 76ers shooting their fourth attempt at the free throw line right here. And the technical free throw is good. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
And that one's good, Anthony.
Good thinking from Anthony. He's so good at going right up with that shot.
Boy up on top. On the wing, Rodman. On the wing, Brandon Roy. 9 points in the game so far.
Roy has a special knack for drawing fouls. He's really excellent at getting defenders off balance and forcing them to foul.
That's good from Roy. And both free throws good for Roy.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Pass to Anthony. Back to Curry. Beyond the arc. Curry laser-guided shot from deep range.
I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy.
Reeves with the rebound.
And priority number one has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff. You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play you'll remember from this game, clearly.
And so it's Philadelphia heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We come back right after this. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Outside Roy. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
He just makes scoring look so effortless. It's why you love watching Roy play the game.
Fires for 3. The shot by Yee, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Brandon Roy with the 3. Roy's got 16.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give him.
Outside Curry. There's a screen by Robinson. Robinson. And Robinson is right there. And the 76ers lead by 4.
I mean, just throwing himself on the offensive glass, Robinson knows he has the size and length to capitalize there.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
The shot's good.
You know, sometimes you see the edge to Wall's game come out in these situations. Tight defense inside, contact, and he just is determined not to be denied.
Curry with a wide open look. His three-pointers off the mark. No one near Wall as he lets it go. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here's E. Gains it from downtown. E's got his second basket of the game.
You know, Steph Curry is not always looking for his next shot. He's got a selflessness about him that's inspiring.
Timeout called, Anaheim. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Here's Wall. The kick out to Hill. That three off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Back to Anthony. Reeves left side. Outside Anthony. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Curry pulls it down. Anaheim trails by 5. The kick out to Hill. From outside the arc. It's good from long range. Hill's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And good to see Hill knocking down the long ball because that really will help his confidence.
Up top, Curry. He's got 9. Pass to Reeves. There's a screen by Robinson. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Oh, he gets the rebound. Poked away. And that's out of bounds. Anaheim will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Philadelphia on D. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. .105 left in the third. Gets the bucket and the foul. That's on David Robinson.
Never afraid of or shying away from contact. Dennis Rodman, I think he even seeks to get hit.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
What you get from Dennis Rodman is relentless effort and hustle. Rodman does the dirty work out there and puts his body on the line with the fervor that very few players can match.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service dimes tonight. One sweet one after another.
Anthony drives in. A second chance effort. He lays it in. Anthony's got 4 points in the quarter.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Roy with the bucket. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you have to appreciate the work ethic that Roy has. A true gym rat. And this guy just wants to get better.
First one falls for him. Anaheim making a switch here. Roy hits them both. Philadelphia trails by 3.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. Anaheim leading by 3. Here's Wade going inside. It's stolen by Anthony. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Five seconds left in the third quarter of the game. That will count. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Anaheim on top. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the 76ers. They trail by 3. This one for 3. That shot off. Wade with the defensive effort. Here's Anaheim. Duncan left side. And it's sent back by Howard.
And love seeing Howard rise up and reject shooters. Just a juggernaut on defense. An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Back to Wade. 6 to shoot. Duncan right side. Can't connect from 14 feet out. And here are the 76ers now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And a wide open look for Porter. Drops in the tray.
He is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Timeout called, Anaheim. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup. And for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. Anaheim making a switch here. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, Anaheim's head coach talked to his team during that timeout. Now, they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Outside Curry. And Hill throws it down.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Howard's shot is good.
Imposing his will down there. Howard feels like he can score anytime he wants from this area.
Outside Roy. The kick out to Hill. Back to Roy. Some nice ball movement by Anaheim. With the drive. And then Roy with the dunk.
A great score. Roy just waiting for his moment.
Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Craig, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
It's stolen by Hill. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. side for Curry. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist. Curry's got his first 3 points of the game.
You can see the unselfishness of Tim Duncan with plays like this. He's got excellent vision for a big guy.
Pass to Wembanyama. A kick out to Wall. There's the three. Duncan grabs the rebound. And there's the call on help. That is his first foul of the game. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the fourth. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Here's Wall. Rejected by Wall. Here's Howard. Anaheim grabs the miss. Here's Curry. There's the drive. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Right side, Porter. Puts up a deep three. Misses the tray.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 5-point game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
So it's Anaheim picking up the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long.